We welcome you here tonight to Dwyer Stadium as we get set for baseball between the Batavia Muckdogs and the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. And it looks like we're having a special event here. John Krupa taking you through this one. And a helicopter flying in. Gonna drop down candy. And indeed, there we go. Well, they were calling for showers tonight, folks, but we didn't expect it to be candy showers, but that is indeed the case. John Krupa going to take you through this game live here on the Muckdogs Baseball Network, as it is the Jamestown Tarp Skunks taking on your first place Batavia Muckdogs. And we're going to keep it here as we watch this special ceremony unfold as he just continues to dump it down on the field, the candy. I wish these were the type of showers we would get every time that it rains. Again, this is all put together by Robbie and Nellie Nichols and Mark and Tabitha Witt. Without any of them, none of this would be possible here, along with the entire staff here at Dwyer Stadium. So a quick reminder about how it's going to go down. So after the helicopter is done dropping the candy, we are going to step aside for the national anthem. And then after that, we'll get to the starting lineups as the kids come on to get the candy. And then we will have baseball for you tonight, which is the most important part. But that was very fun pregame festivities. How about that, folks? Again, where else but Dwyer Stadium could you get that type of entertainment? And so now we'll step aside for the national anthem. back here at Dwyer Stadium. And again, we're getting set for PGCBL action. Your first place Batavia Muckdogs taking on the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, who they have dominated this season to the tune of 6-0, including beating them 16-4 a couple days ago. Now, while we have this opportunity, we do want to thank the sponsors who make tonight's broadcast possible on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
We'd like to thank Alex's Places, Allegheny Farm Services, Ankle and Foot Center of Western New York, Arc of Genesee, Orleans, New York, Attica's 70th Hole, Auto Wash Car Wash, Batavian, Batavia Daily News, Batavia Downs, Hotel at Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care, Batavia's Original, Bourbon and Burger, Bully Hill Vineyards, Casella White, Chapin International, Easttown Beverage, E-Collab, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Farrell Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Geico, Genesee Community College, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee County Parks and Recreation, Genesee Valley Penny Saver, Glow With Your Hands, Graham Corporation, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet Cadillac, LE3 Inc., Lebu Salon, Legacy on Main, Major Stash Cigar, Marchese Computers, Marco Clay Products, Massive Testing, Max Pies Furniture, Oakwood Hills, Pellegrino Auto Sales, Premier Genesee Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation, ProClean Inc., Romans, Skyworks, Stan Harley Davidson, Stop DWI Genesee County, Suburban Propane, The Coffee Press, Tompkins Bake, Toshiba Business, Tully's, Turnbull Heating and Air Conditioning, T.F. Brown's, The Wine Goddess Shop, United Memorial Medical Center, Valet Jewelers, Versascape, Vivify Hydration, Whole Life Fitness, and Right Beverage.
We bring you back here to Dwyer Stadium, and now, as it is time, we're going to have a ceremonial first pitch. So let us get to the starting lineups, and as always, we are going to begin with your hometown team in first place. They are the hottest team in the PGCBL right now, as they've won 7 straight, and their lineup, as always, brought to you by Tompkins Financial. Josh Leadham in right field going to lead things off. Brian Fry at second base, hitting second. Tyler Canoe over at first, hitting third. Daniel Burway, the cleanup hitter in left field. Kyle Corso, the DH, he is in the 5th spot. Levi Aguila Jr. is behind the plate catching. He'll bat 6th. Hitting 7th, Batavia's very own third baseman Jerry Reinhardt. Alex Torres, the extra hitter tonight. Abner Benitez in center field. He is batting 9th in the lineup. And rounding out the lineup, the shortstop, number 31, Kenny Dodson Jr., and Ryan Kinney on the mound. So Kinney will start for Batavia. And now for the visiting Jamestown Tarp Skunks, leading off and playing second base, Mark Tucker. Yogi Hardigan is in left field. He'll hit second. Pat Bingham at first base, hitting third. Cody Bay in the cleanup spot, manning the hot corner. Will Durrell is hitting 5th tonight. He is the extra hitter. Brandon Lane, the designated hitter. He will bat 6th. Julian Thompson, the shortstop, hitting 7th. Johnny Campus, the catcher, bats 8th. Jordan King in right field hits 9th. And Henry Martinez in center field rounds out the lineup. And the starting pitcher tonight for Jamestown, Patrick DeMarco. So we're almost set for baseball. We'll step aside one final time and come back with the first pitch on your Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network. Back here at Dwyer Stadium, getting set for baseball. It's the Batavia Muckdogs, first place team in the PGCBL West, taking on the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. John Kruber ready to take you through it. Mark Tucker leading off left side of the plate. Ryan Kinney from the right side toes the rubber third base side, and let's get it on. First pitch swung on, hit on the ground, laying out first base of Canoe, flips to Kinney in time. Tucker is retired. One pitch, one out to start the game. That was a nice play by Canoe. He had a range to his right, just dove out, made the nice play, flipped it to Kinney, plenty of time, one gone. So here is Yogi Hardigan, the left fielder. He also comes to the plate left side, and Pat Bigham, the first baseman, on deck. Hardigan stands in left side against the righty Kinney. First pitch, swung on, grounded right back to Kinney, and how about this start? 2 pitches, 2 outs. 2 up and 2 down as he fielded that cleanly and flipped it on to Canoe. Just an ideal start for Kinney, and that's what you want to do. And a spot start, come out, attack, 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 and get early outs, and that's exactly what he's done. So 2 down, no one on. Here is Pat Bigham. Let's see if he can go for 3 for 3, folks. As Bigham going to stand in right side of the plate against the righty, throwing Kinney. First pitch, and he won't go 3 for 3 as that pitch is off the plate, down and away, 1-0. Cody Bay, one of the best defensive and offensive third basemen in the PGCBL, awaits on deck in the cleanup spot for Jordan Basaile's club. Kinney coming set. It'll be a 1-0, and that is off the plate. No, it's across the outside corner over the black. Late strike call from the home plate umpire, and the count is leveled up at a ball and a strike apiece. Now he'll stand back in right side. Next pitch. That misses off the plate, little up and in. The count 2-1. Bigham standing in with a .412 batting average. He has 3 RBIs, 7 hits, 17 at bats in 6 games, and 3 runs knocked in. Next pitch is swung on, fouls it away down that right field line, and the count evened up at 2-2. Now coming set. Here comes the 2-2 on its way. Swung on, hit on the ground, past the lunging try of Brian Fry into right field for a 2-out base knock. For Ryan Kinney, he has appeared in 6 games this season for the Muckdogs, 3 innings pitched. He's given up 7 runs on 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, and an ERA of 21, so not the best start to the season for Kinney, but he's done a good job here on the top of the first so far. 2 outs and only a runner on first. So 2 down, runner on first. Here is the aforementioned Cody Bay, and we know how dangerous he has been this season for the Tarp Skunks. First pitch is off the plate, little upstairs and outside, and the count 1-0. John Kruber taking you through this one on the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network. Beautiful evening for baseball so far at Dwyer Stadium. No score so far, top of the first. Kinney from the third base side. The next pitch. And now the runner goes. Throw to second, and he is in there. So Bigham going to beat it out. Brian Fry, the second baseman, can't believe the call, but they said he got in before the tag was applied on the back of Bigham, so he gets in there with a 2-out stolen base. So an early big RBI chance here for Bay in a 1-1 count. And now there is going to be a quick discussion on the mound between the catcher Aguila and Kinney, the pitcher. Bay on the year standing in, hitting .298. He's got 16 RBIs. third best on the team. No home runs, but he has 34 hits and 114 plate appearances. He's got 16 stolen bases as well, so he is definitely dangerous once he gets on base as well. Now stands in from the right side. It'll be a 1-1. Next pitch. And that is down and away. A nice block by the catcher Levi Aguila, and the count 2-1. If Bay gets on here, then Will Durrell on deck. It'll be a 2-1 on its way from Kinney. And Bay swings, pops him up. Foul territory down the right field line. Get out of play, 2-2. So Kinney 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. Runner on second and 2 out. Big opportunity for Jamestown the early going. Meanwhile, for Batavia, this would be huge to get out of it. And that's really been a difference in this season series so far. Batavia's made the big pitches when they've had to. And they do again. Swung on and missed. Bay goes over the top. Throw to first. Almost sailed over Canu's head. But he comes down with the leaping grab. Steps on first. And the 2-3 put out retires the side. So a big pitch by Kinney to get out of the jam. For Jamestown, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. Let's go to the bottom of the first. Through a half inning, Jamestown no score. Your first place Muckdogs coming to the plate. On your home of Muckdogs baseball, the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
After 31 years in Batavia, Ficarella's Pizzeria is now the oldest family-run pizzeria in town. Our menu for sit-down, pickup, or delivery includes a huge variety of pizza, hot and cold subs, fish fries, pasta, salads, side dishes, and specialty sandwiches. Everything is made fresh and with great care. New items appear regularly, as do the new customers who discover the quality food, friendly service, and consistency, which are all an integral part of the Ficarella's business model.
Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel is the official hotel partner of the Batavia Muckdogs. Be sure to visit us at BataviaDownsGaming.com and click on the Hotel tab to see our latest and greatest offers. That's BataviaDownsGaming.com.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, we're in the bottom of the first inning and no score between Jamestown and Batavia. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Tarp Skunks. Batavia coming to the plate, and Josh Leadham going to start things off from the right side for Batavia. Patrick DeMarco on the mound, the righty, first base side of the rubber. First pitch is down and off the plate, low and away. 1-0 the count. DeMarco was in the transfer portal when the season started. He committed to Ohio University, the Bobcats, earlier this season. And the next pitch swung on, hit high in the air to straightaway right field. However, scooting underneath it, making the catch is Jordan King. 1 gone. And the transfer portal again. He came from Penn State, the Nittany Lions. So a pretty neat story for DeMarco. And now he's out here trying to retire. Batavia in order in the bottom of the first. Let's see if your Muckdogs can get something going against them. Brian Fry standing in left side. First pitch on the inside corner. Dots it over the inner edge. 0-1. Now he'll step back in right side. Next pitch, and Fry golfs that one, but it goes foul into the grandstand behind home plate, and the count quickly 0-2. Fry with a 381 average. He has 14 RBIs, 43 hits, 113 ABs. O2 is just a little bit outside, well off the plate, and the count 1-2. Tyler Canoe, the first baseman, on deck. Next pitch, and he drops in a backdoor slider over the outside third. Strike three called. Good late movement there. Fry is out, 2 gone. So 2 down, no one on, and here is Tyler Canoe coming to the plate with a 317 batting average, 1 home run, 35 runs batted in, 38 hits, and 120 trips to the plate. Appeared in 34 games this season. He and Daniel Burroway, the on-deck hitter, the only 2 home runs Batavia's hit this season. And that pitch is across the inside corner, zips it in there, 0-1. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe both home runs were hit in separate victories down in Jamestown. As Canoe takes a good cut, trying to make it home run number 3 against Jamestown this year, but he fouls it straight back just a hair early, and they count quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. DeMarco with a 3.49 ERA, 6-1 record as that pitch is swung on line to short, but he's right there to make the snag. As that was the shortstop Julian Thompson, and that'll end the inning. So for Batavia, no runs, no hits, no one left on. Let's go to the second. After 1, Batavia and Jamestown, no score on your home of the first place Muckdogs, the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Eli Fish Brewing Company is the first commercial brewery in Batavia in nearly 100 years. We offer a selection of our own house brews along with other New York State-produced beers, spirits, and wines. A full dining menu, large brew hall, beautiful bar, and tons of new friends. Here at Eli Fish Brewing Company, we want to honor traditions and create new stories. We're not just making beer, we're brewing history. When you work with a community bank like Tompkins, we don't expect your financial picture to fit neatly into a box. We take a close look at your situation and propose solutions that make sense for your financial journey. Our community banking model ensures that all credit decisions are made locally, wherever you call home. We have a local leadership teams, community banking boards, and bright and happy team members living right alongside you. We're not just your bank, we're your friends and neighbors too.
Back here from Dwyer Stadium, John Karuba on the broadcast tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Batavia and Jamestown, no scores. We go to the top of the second inning. Will Durrell, the extra hitter, number 5 in the lineup, going to lead things off. 5, 6, and 7. Durrell, Lane, and Thompson against Ryan Kinney. First pitch comes home, and that is a nice off-speed pitch. Drops it in seamlessly across the outside corner. 0-1. Durrell standing in with a 299 batting average, 22 RBIs, leads the team. Swung out and missed. A blistering high and outside fastball gets him to leave the zone, 0-2. For Durrell, he has 26 hits, 87 trips to the plate. He's appeared in 26 games so far for Jamestown. It'll be a 0-2 on its way from Kinney. And that is swung on and missed. He left the zone twice. That is impressive stuff there from Kinney. And for Durrell, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Go sit down. Thanks for playing. One away. So one down, nobody on. And here is Brandon Lane, the DH, standing in. 271 average so far on the year. 19 runs knocked in. 23 hits, or check that, 14 hits. And that pitch is on the outside corner, 0-1. Again, Lane, 23 hits in 85 plate appearances. Stands in from the right side. Kinney coming set in a nice rhythm out there. And that pitch is whacked foul down that right field line. Going to find the seats and the count 0-2. Julian Thompson, the shortstop, who recorded the final out of the bottom of the first, awaits on deck for Jamestown. Standing back in from the right side as time is called. On the scoreboard, 0-1-0 for Jamestown, and for your PGCBL West Division leading Muckdogs, still 0-0s on the board. Stands back in from the right side. It'll be an 0-2 from Ryan Kinney. Comes set. Rocks, kicks, delivers just off the plate. Little outside. It looked like the home plate umpire was thinking about ringing him up. Instead, the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Now steps back in from the right side. It'll be a 1-2. And that is down and in the dirt, low and inside at the shoelaces. And the count is leveled up at 2-2. As it is Batavia Downs night here at Dwyer Stadium. From the third base side, it'll be a 2-2 on its way. And that swung on, grounded left side of the infield, slow chopper. Shortstop Fields throws to first. Oh, Canoe could not handle it. Still a great attempt there by the shortstop Alex Torres, but he will beat it out. That's Lane for Jamestown's second hit of the night. A great attempt. That was a tricky play. He had it charging hard, a good 5-6 steps. Canoe, that was a low throw, tried to scoop it, just couldn't come up with it. And so Lane is aboard, 1 away. So 1 down, runner on first. Here is Julian Thompson, the shortstop. Kinney working out a stretch, runner goes. It was a hit and run as that first pitch golfed to the screen behind the plate, 0-1. Thompson on the year, a .243 average. 17 hits, 70 plate appearances, 11 RBIs. He has 5 doubles and a triple. A couple stolen bases in 22 games this year for the Tarp Skunks. And Batavia coming in on a real roll, folks. 24-10 overall record. They swept a couple games on the road over the weekend. Friday in Jamestown, Saturday in Elmira, as that pitch is in there for a called second strike over the Black. They won 16-4 down in Jamestown on Friday night, and they got an 8-6 win in Elmira on Saturday and continue to expand that lead. And again, that is so critical to be the second seed overall in the league and first in the West Division. 0-2 is off the plate, little low and inside. And the count 1-2, and especially with the way Utica has been struggling lately, that door was open for Batavia, and give your Muckdogs credit. They have just stormed. They didn't just kick the door down. They are crushing it. Now he stands back in from the right side. Thompson with the knees bent. Bat back. Runner takes his lead off first. It'll be a 1-2 home. Runner goes, pitch off the plate, throw to second, skips by Fry, goes into center. However, they alertly back it up, so Lane stops right at second, and the count now evened up 2-2. So that will be a stolen base for Lane. Johnny Campus, the catcher, awaits on deck. He is number 8 in the lineup tonight for Jamestown. As time is called again, Kenny was in a nice pace out there, but ever since Lane reached, kind of slowed it down a little bit. As it'll be a 2-2 on the number 7 hitter, the shortstop, Thompson. Top half inning, number 2, John Gruba on the call from Dwyer Stadium on the Muckdogs Baseball Network. Pitch missing off the plate inside. That is borderline. And Kinney with a long look out at the home plate umpire. I don't blame him. That looked like it caught the corner from up here, but the umpire called it inside, 3-2. That is a big, big pitch, though, a big call. Instead of 2 outs, it's now a full count. And the 3-2, and that's why it was a big call, as that pitch is down and outside. A 1-out walk awarded to Julian Thompson. And so instead of 2 outs, runner on second, it's now runners on first and second and 1 out. Though again, Kinney can get out of it with one big pitch here. And the way Jamestown has really been struggling offensively, they're coming off a pair of losses over the weekend. After the 16-4 loss to Batavia at home, they follow it up with a 5-1 loss in Utica. So they really have been slumping at the plate. Pitch is waved at and missed high and outside. Blew it right by him with straight heat, and the count 0-1. As it is Campus at the plate. Originally a product of Wagner, standing in from the right side. Standing in with a .239 average, 1 home run and 20 knocked in. And that pitch is on the inside corner that time at the knees, and the count now 0-2. Now that's a big call in Kinney's favor, as it's no balls, 2 strikes with 1 away. Jordan King, the right fielder, on deck. The 0-2 is swung on, cracked, foul to the screen behind the plate. Gets a piece to stay alive. Count holds. Campus has struck out 30 times, but he has 1 home run, 20 RBIs, .239 average, 22 hits, 92 trips to the plate. As it'll be an 0-2 on its way. Swung on, hit on the ground, could be 2. Third baseman is second, 1 on to first, and it gets past first base and Canoe. Runner comes home, the throw, and he gets in there safely. So he will slide in and score, as Canoe tried. Once that throw got by him at first, tried to nail the runner coming to the plate, but was unable to do so. An out is recorded, but the Tarp Skunks unfortunately do strike first, as we are in the top of the second. Jamestown 1 and Batavia no score. And they are going to score an E4 on the second baseman Fry as he threw over to first. Kind of a tough error, considering they got the out at second, made a strong throw, but because the throw was off base and it allowed a run to score, that's why they give it to him. So 2 down, here comes the pitch home to King, throw to second, and the runner broke like he was gonna steal, stopped about a quarter of the way to second base. The catcher Aguila threw through to second, so the runner retreated back to first, standing up. So the count now 1-0. Runner on first, 2 gone. Jamestown on the board first, leading 1-0. They throw over to first, no tag applied, back in. As it is Jordan King, the right fielder. King with a .209 batting average so far on the year, 9 runs knocked in, 14 hits, 67 trips to the plate in 23 games so far this season for Jamestown. Henry Martinez, number 10 hitter and center fielder, on deck. So on the scoreboard, resetting now, 1-2-0 for the Tarp Skunks, 0-1 for Batavia. No RBI on that last play. Runner goes, pitch up and in, and Aguila couldn't find the handle on it to make the throw to second, so instead, no throw, and the count now 2-0. So a good hitter's count for Jordan King here. Very good defensively, struggled offensively, but a chance to get another run on the board for Jamestown here. Next pitch, and that gets away from Aguila, down and away. And so Campus is going to advance all the way up to third. And now Jamestown has a runner on third with 2 men out. And this is going to prompt the visit by the pitching coach, Eaton. Thomas Eaton going to go out and have a word with Kinney, who had a very good first inning, but kind of had a struggle of things so far here in the second. But this is an important at bat. Remember, only 1 run is scored. We have seen how easily Batavia can erase that like it's nothing with the offense that they have. But the key is just to stop the damage here. Don't let Jamestown get too confident. They have been struggling lately. Batavia is the better team, and they have been playing like it lately. So a big pitch coming here to try and keep this score right where it is as the count 2-1 with 2 out. John Gruba again taking you through this one on the Muckdogs Baseball Network. Jamestown already with a run home here in the top of the second and looking for more. Now he'll step back in right side of the plate. It'll be a 2-1 from Kinney. It swung on and missed, blew it by him. Blazing high fastball, high and away, and the count now even, 2-2. Now he'll step right back in from the right side. Third base side. And the 2-2 way upstairs and inside, and the count now full, 3-2. Now toes the rubber again from the third base side. It'll be a payoff pitch. Upstairs and inside. 2-out walk. And so the inning continues as Jordan King will jog on down to first. And moving up to third, Johnny Campus. And so Martinez coming to the plate left side. And if he gets on base, we go back to the top of the lineup for Mark Tucker. Martinez with a 279 average, 10 RBIs. First pitch up and in. And it looks like Kinney's command may be getting away from him a little bit as the count 1-0. But again, he's just 1 pitch away. We know he has the stuff to do it. He's just 1 pitch away from getting out of the jam. 24 hits for Martinez, 86 plate appearances this season. Runner breaks from second. Martinez whacks that in the air to right. Lead him going back, still going back. Reaches up and makes the catch. Great play by one of the best, if not the best, defensive right fielder in this league, hands down, and it ends the inning. So for Jamestown, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on the corners. Let's go to the bottom of the second. After an inning and a half, Jamestown 1, your first place Muckdogs no score on your home of the Muckdogs baseball, Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel is the area's premier entertainment destination. Get the full experience by visiting one of our 4 great restaurants, watch live racing, take in a concert, and visit the gaming floor. You'll be able to dine, play, and stay at our facility in our boutique 84-room hotel. For more information, visit us on Facebook or at BataviaDownsGaming.com.
Wright Beverage has been servicing upstate New York with delicious beverages for over 65 years. With a fervent passion for customer service and employee morale, the corporation now services 17 and a half counties in western New York, operating out of multiple state-of-the-art facilities and sales offices. We've received numerous national awards, including the Coors Founders Award and the Guinness Golden Bar Award. We are a company that treats you right.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, home half inning number 2, 1-0 Jamestown, the score. Daniel Burroway, the cleanup hitter, going to lead things off. Bottom of the second for the Muckdogs. DeMarco from the first base side of rubber sets and delivers. And that pitch misses off the inside corner in tight, 1-0. 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup due up. Burroway, Corso, and Aguila. Here comes the 1-0 on its way, and Burroway going to ground it foul off his left foot, 1-1. Stands right back in right side. It'll be a 1-ball, 1-strike offering, and that pitch missing off the corner a little in, and the count 2-1. 1-2-0 for Jamestown, 0-1 for your PGCBL West Division leading Muckdogs. 2-1, and he comes in with a slider, and it drops in there, a late strike call from the home plate umpire, and the count even, 2-2. Corso standing back in from the right side of the plate. Or check that, Burroway rather. Corso, of course, is on deck. So Burroway again from the right side of the plate. It'll be a 2-2 home, and that's off the plate, down and outside. Count runs full for Burroway on the season, a .308 average. Hit Batavia's second home run of the season down in Jamestown, and he now has 25 RBI, second on the team, as Burroway swings and chops that foul to stay alive. Count holds. .32 hits and 104 plate appearances for Burroway on the season. 20 walks. Does have some stolen bases, but he struck out 28 times. 3-2, swung on, hit on the ground to short. Julian Thompson up with it. Throw to first is in time. 1 away. So Burroway is gone, and here is Kyle Corso. Corso with a .314 average, 24 RBIs, no home runs. He's got 22 hits, 70 plate appearances. Standing in right side, first pitch. That is off the plate, low and in the count, 1-0. Now steps back in again from the right side, 1-0. And that is off the plate, down and outside, 2-0 the count. The next pitch is grounded foul off one of his cleats, and the count 2-1. Corso, another one who has driven in a lot of runs this season for your Muckdogs. No runs, 24 runs, but more so for Corso, he has done a lot with the sacrifice fly. He's very good in runners and scoring position situations where all it takes is sack flies, putting the ball in play. Corso, one of the best at that. Pitches off the plate, down and in the count, 3-1. And that's something else Corso very good at too. Working the count, doesn't expand the zone, doesn't chase a lot, very smart and disciplined. And that's something Skip Martinez really definitely preaches, as that runs up and drills him inside, and that got him square on the back. But it looks like Corso's okay. He'll jog on down to first with 1 out, and that is officially the first base runner of the game for Batavia. Fans, you want to come out and experience more events like tonight? Well, there's still time, but regular season winding down. Call 585-524-2260, 585-524-2260, or visit the box office. Pitch is swung on and grounded outside third base bag foul, and the count 0-1. As it's Levi Aguila standing in right side. From the first base side of Robert DeMarco, next pitch, and that is down and inside. Snap throw down to first, but not nearly in time as Corso gets in standing up. Looked like they caught him leaning, did the catcher campus, but his throw was low. So the first baseman, Bigham, had to reach low for it, and by that point, Corso back in easily. Next pitch, swung on, drilled in the air to right center, coming on, diving and making the catch was the center fielder for Jamestown, and that's Henry Martinez. That was a tremendous play. He went into a full-out dive, came up with it to rob Levi Aguila of extra bases. So Corso back to first, 2 down. So here is Batavia's own Jerry Reinhardt, third baseman, standing in right side. With the knees bent, bat back, first pitch. Off the plate, little high and away, and the count 1-0. Jamestown striking for the only run of the game so far in the top of the second on a throwing error to the plate by the second baseman, Fry. Runner goes, that pitch punched in the air to right center, and running it down in straight away right field is Jordan King as he comes on to make the catch. That's it for Batavia. So Jamestown putting their defense on display in that half inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left to board. Let's go to a third. 2 in the books from Dwyer. Jamestown won your first place Muckdogs no score on the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Premier Genesee Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation has been servicing the community for over 3 decades. We are an 160-bed facility located in Batavia, New York, in close proximity to all local hospitals. Not only has Premier Genesee long been acknowledged as a leading senior care provider, our beautifully designed facility is now widely recognized as one of the most attractive in the area. Everybody deserves a place that feels like home. United Memorial is a community hospital located in the heart of Genesee County and an affiliate of the Rochester Regional Health System. Rochester Regional's United Memorial serves residents of Genesee County and surrounding rural communities. The 131-bed hospital in Batavia features a new state-of-the-art surgical department, a wound care center, a telemedicine program for intensive care, a joint replacement center of excellence, 2 urgent care centers, and a number of primary and specialty physician offices. United Memorial is a niche hospital and a New York State designated stroke center.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, top of the third, 1-0 Jamestown over your Muckdogs. Mark Tucker leading things off, top third of the order, due up for the Tarp Skunks. Tucker standing in left side. 0 for 1, grounded out to second to lead off the ball game. First pitch is across the outside corner, zipped it in there, 0-1. It's Tucker, Hardigan, and Bigham, top third of the Jamestown lineup. Next pitch is off the plate, takes it down and in, 1-1. Now stands in left side. Meanwhile, ready to go, the 1-1, and that pitch is off the plate, down and away, 2-1 the count. Tucker hitting .265, 14 runs knocked in on the season. It'll be a 2-1 from Kinney. Swung on and again, hit on the ground to second. Fry fields the tricky hop cleanly on to first. Plenty of time to gun down the speedy Tucker. 1 away. Tucker led the team in stolen bases last season. So 1 gone, nobody aboard. Here is Yogi Hardigan. Hardigan standing in from the left side. First pitch, whoa, and that breaking ball clearly got away from Kinney, well off the plate outside, 1-0. Standing in left side, the 1-0. High and outside off the plate. Count 2-0 now. Now stepping back in from the left side. It'll be a 2-0. Here comes the next pitch from Kinney. And that is off the plate upstairs outside. 3-0. So Hardigan so far with a good eye in this plate appearance, taking the first 3 pitches out of the zone. If you're just tuning in, John Krupa saying thank you for making me a part of your Tuesday evening here in Batavia. The 3-0 from Kinney is on the outside corner. Dotted at that time, 3-1. Jamestown scoring 1 in the top of the second on a throwing error home, an E4. And that allowed the runner from second not only to move up to third, but eventually score on the play. That's where we stand right now. 1-0 Jamestown. Swung on and missed. Pulled the string nicely that time on that changeup. Dancing down and out of the zone inside. Got him to chase. Count full. Number 10, the first baseman, Pat Bigham, on deck for the Tarp Skunks. Kenny ready to go. It'll be a full count offering. Swung on and missed. Tied him up inside. Handcuffed him on the inner third. Gone on the strikeout is Hardigan, 2 away. So 2 down, no one on. And here is Pat Bigham, the first baseman. He'll come to the plate, righty on righty matchup. Again on the scoreboard, 1-2-0 for Jamestown. 0-1 for your Muckdogs. First pitch on the outside third, painted the edge, called first strike. Now he'll stand back in from the right side. Here comes the 0-1 delivery, and that is down and away. It went off the mitt of the catcher Aguila, and they count even, 1-1. Bigham 1 for 1, reached back in the first inning, made it all the way to second before being stranded there. Cody Bay, the cleanup hitter, on deck. And that pitch misses off the plate, down and away, and the count 2-1. Now he will stand back in. Next pitch is off the plate, down and outside, 3-1 the count. Now the next pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground to third. Tricky one hop. Reinhardt Fields throws to first in time. Good defensive play by Jerry to end the inning. So Jamestown goes down in order 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left aboard. Let's go to the bottom of the third. Jamestown 1, Batavia scoreless on your home of the Muckdogs, the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel is the official hotel partner of the Batavia Muckdogs. Be sure to visit us at BataviaDownsGaming.com and click on the Hotel tab to see our latest and greatest offers. That's BataviaDownsGaming.com.
After 31 years in Batavia, Ficarella's Pizzeria is now the oldest family-run pizzeria in town. Our menu for sit-down, pickup, or delivery includes a huge variety of pizza, hot and cold subs, fish fries, pasta, salads, side dishes, and specialty sandwiches. Everything is made fresh and with great care. New items appear regularly, as do the new customers who discover the quality food, friendly service, and consistency, which are all an integral part of the Ficarella's business model. Fans, if you or anyone you know would like to recognize a veteran at one of our home games, please email us with their name and a good email or phone to contact them at. The vet who is recognized will receive 4 free tickets to that game. Please get the word out and send an email to samdefilippo12@gmail.com. Again, that's samdefilippo12@gmail.com with a good email or phone to contact them at.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, bottom of the third inning, Alex Torres leading off this half inning for your Muckdogs. First pitch from DeMarco is down and off the plate, low and away, 1-0. Torres, Benitez, and Dodson do up 8, 9, and 10 in the Muckdog order. Want to correct something I mentioned. Mark Tucker for Jamestown led the team in RBIs last year. He was second in stolen bases last season. So just wanted to correct that, as that 1-0 is whacked foul to screen behind the plate. And the count now even, 1-1. Last year was Hayden Hunt who led the team in stolen bases, who's not on the team this year. John Kruba taking you through this one on the Muckdogs Baseball Network. 1-1. Is on the outside third, paints the corner, 1-2. 1-2-0 for Jamestown, 0-1 for your PGCBL West Division leading Muckdogs. And that pitch well in the dirt, down and away. Nice scoop by Campus, the catcher, and the count is even, 2-2. DeMarco's been very good to this point in the game. He's given up a few base runners, but really not a whole lot else, as that 2-2 is whacked foul down the right field line. Count holds. Benitez on deck. Torres with a 10-game on-base streak. Well, make it 11. Drives that one into right field for a leadoff single, and that is what Batavia needed. Their first hit of the night. They needed to get the offensive juices flowing, and I think that'll do it. With that opposite field seeing eye single, as he just took that inside pitch, took it the other way, drove it to right for the leadoff single. So runner on first, nobody out. Here is Abner Benitez, center fielder from the left side of the plate. And he started to break out of his offensive doldrums in the last couple games. That was good to see on the road. Now let's see if he can get some big hits here at home. And that pitch over the inside corner, belt at the knees, 0-1. Now he'll stand back in left side. Torres with his lead off first. It'll be an 0-1 from DeMarco, and that is off the plate, low and away. Count is leveled up, and a ball and a strike apiece. As Benitez, remember one thing, Benitez was a late addition to this team. He was on the team last year, and he now is taken over for DeStefano, who left the team. And they know what a big contributor Benitez was to last year's success. So they like to see him get going. That pitch swung on, popped him up. Left field line. Third baseman going to have a play. Underneath it is Bay. He'll make the over-the-shoulder catch. 1 out. So still struggling at home is Benitez. And with the runner on first down, 1 away, here is Kenny Dodson coming to the plate. So runner on first, 1 down. Dodson standing in. And he is the number 10 hitter. We go back to the top of the lineup, Josh Leadham. Once Dodson is retired, gets on base. So we're in the 10-1-2 part of the Muck Dog order. Dodson swings at a pitch inside and grounds that foul outside of third. Count 0-1. So Batavia again going to have a string of road games coming up, although they will be home this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. They'll also be at home here on Thursday against Elmira. The 0-1 swung on, hit on the ground to third. Bay, throw to second, 1, throw to first, gets by the first baseman, down the right field line. Dodson on his way to second. He'll slide in there without a play. So they do get the force, the lead runner on the 5-4 put out for out number 2, but the throwing error in E4 on the return to first allowed Dodson to go to second. And now, first runner in scoring position opportunity for your Muck Dogs tonight. They got a runner on second and 2 gone. And right now, the way he's been swinging, this is one of the guys you want at the plate. Leadoff hitter, the righty swinging Josh Leadham. So on the scoreboard now, 1-2-1, Jamestown 0-1-1 for Batavia. Leadham stepping in right side, righty on righty matchup. DeMarco ready to go. Pitch is off the plate upstairs inside, and the count 1-0. Now Leadham stands in again from the right side. The 1-0, and that is zipped in there over the inside corner, over the black, and the count going to be even, 1-1. Meanwhile, the second baseman and the number 2 hitter, Brian Fry, awaits on deck. DeMarco working from the stretch. As he whirled around, thought about making a throw to second. Nobody was there covering, though. Leadham standing back in again, right side of the plate. Hill away to 1-1 from DeMarco here. And the pitch, breaking ball upstairs inside, forcing him to back off the plate. And the count now 2-1. Runner takes his lead off second. That is Dodson, who has wheels. And now time called again. Looks like Dodson really getting into DeMarco's head here, as he's very deliberate. Used to have a quick pace. Now that pitch hit on the ground to short. Thompson there deep in the hole. Throw to first. And that throw is high, so he is safe. And then they threw back to third, trying to catch Dodson, rounding the third base bag. Almost blew a tire, but he gets back in. So That is going to be what should be a throwing error, and it is on the shortstop Thompson. And again, Jamestown, remember, they've made 6 errors in a game against Batavia in one of their wins. And for Jamestown, defense for the most part has been an issue, a bugaboo for them this year. So is pitching. And so far it's come back, and it could potentially burn them here. They're up 1-0, but now that's their second error of the inning. And the wounds are self-inflicted because it's set up runners on the corners, 2 away for your Muckdogs. Now it's up to Batavia to make them pay for it as Brian Fry, the lefty swinging second baseman, hitting second in the lineup tonight for Skip Martinez, stands in. And now runner goes, pitch high and outside, throw to second, low, and now breaking for the plate, throw home, gets away from the catcher, run scores. Meanwhile, Leadham goes up to third. Dodson, using his speed, crosses the plate, but he is shaken up, and now they're going to have to make sure he's okay. In the bottom of the third, we are tied at 1, but now the concern is Dodson okay, but it looks like he is as he's back up on his feet, and that is good to see. He made a bit of a hard collision with the catcher Campus. Thank goodness both players are okay in that scenario. But in the bottom of the third, 2 outs, tied at 1, and Jamestown, same old song and dance, folks, their 3rd error of the inning. And that error is going to go, I believe, on the catcher for throwing down to second. It was on the shortstop. Check that. It was on the shortstop because the throw back to the catcher allowed the runner to go to third as that pitch is swung and fouled back. Count 0-1. Thank you to our PA man, the one, the only Paul Spiata, and an outstanding anthem singer as well, for clarifying that for us tonight on the broadcast. Is the count 0-1. Fry stands back in the 0-1. That is off the plate high and outside, and the count is even 1-1. So again, that is going to be an E6 on the shortstop as that throw to the catcher allowed the run to score. So on the scoreboard now, 1, 2, and 3 for Jamestown, 1, 1, and 1 for Batavia. 2-1 comes home, and that's off the plate, down and outside, 3-1. And this could really start to get ugly for DeMarco. If he walks Fryer, he's got to face one of the best hitters, Tyler Canoe. Slammed down the ground to second. Looks like he's going to avoid that for now as second baseman Tucker fields it on to first in time. That'll do it, but damage done because of Jamestown's sloppy defense again. 1 run on 1 hit. And again, thanks to that stolen base second that allowed the run to score, we are tied up at 1 after 3 huge errors for Jamestown in the inning. 3 in the books from Dwyer. Jamestown, Batavia tied at 1 apiece on the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Eli Fish Brewing Company is the first commercial brewery in Batavia in nearly 100 years. We offer a selection of our own house brews along with other New York State produced beers, spirits, and wines. A full dining menu, large brew hall, beautiful bar, and tons of new friends. Here at Eli Fish Brewing Company, we want to honor traditions and create new stories. We're not just making beer, we're brewing history. This is your place. For more than 25 years, Alex's Place has been serving up sizzling steaks, succulent seafood, charcoal grilled chicken and chops, and of course, our famous barbecue baby back ribs. We're known for hearty portions, a homey atmosphere, and heartfelt hospitality. So bring your appetite and a few friends. We can't wait to see you here.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, we go to the top of the fourth inning, tied at 1 between Jamestown and Batavia. As Cody Bay going to stand in right side, and he squares to bunt, surprising for their best hitter, but pitches across the inside corner, takes it 0-1. And, you know, in that bottom of the third, yes, Jamestown did make 3 errors, but give Batavia credit. They put pressure on a weak Jamestown defense, and eventually they cracked under it, and that's why we are tied. And that pitch, it clipped Bay. It went behind him, but I think it got him on the backside, so he'll head down to first on the leadoff HBP. So, again, big time. There, again, it looked like we were able to get it tied up at 1, did your Muckdogs, and the last thing you want to do is allow the leadoff runner to reach, and that's exactly what happened. But let's see if Kinney can get out of the jam. Here is Will Durrell, or check that, Will Durrell, standing in left side. First pitch, down and off the plate, inside at the shoelaces, and the count 1-0. So again, on the scoreboard, 1, 2, and 3 for Jamestown. Odd box score 1, 1, and 1 for your first place Batavia Muckdogs. And so I think the line score suits them, 1, 1, and 1. Hey, they're number 1 in the West Division, that is, as it'll be a 1-0, swung on, and he pops it foul down that left field line, and the count even, 1-1. As we are in the heart of the Jamestown order, 4, 5, and 6. So Bay is on first. He reached. Durrell is at the plate, and Brandon Lane on deck. Kinney ready to go. The 1-1 off the plate, down it inside, and the count 2-1. Throw over to first. And Tyler Canoe able to get up. That was a big play there. Jump it up to keep that from going down the right field line so that way Bay couldn't advance to second. It'll be a 2-1. Runner goes. Pitch swung on. Popped him up. Foul territory. First base line, Levi able to get after it, make the play in foul territory. He had to hop up and able to grab that foul ball in the air, 1 away. So Bay is forced to head on back to first, 1 down. So here is Brandon Lane, the DH, batting 6th in the lineup tonight for Jamestown. But still an outstanding play by Levi Aguila. You know, it's really been a tale of 2 stories between these 2 teams. Jamestown struggles defensively. Batavia, rock solid, one of the best. And that pitch swung on, pops him up. Left side of the infield, Jerry Reinhardt, third baseman there. Makes the catch inside the cutout third at the edge of the lip of the infield grass, 2 away. So give Kinney credit. Despite a rough opening batter, he's shaking it off and gotten the next 2 in order. So 2 down, runner remains on first. Here is Julian Thompson, the shortstop, coming in righty against righty matchup. Jamestown scoring once in the top of the second. Batavia answering with a run of their own in the bottom of the third. That's where we stand right now, 1-1, top of the fourth. Pitch misses off the plate, or check that on the outside third. He gets the call that time. Does Kinney, 0-1. Johnny Campus, the catcher, on deck. Runner goes, pitch swung on, little blooper, and snatching it in shallow center is the shortstop, Torres. What a great play in shallow center as he reached out, and he had to go a long way and then had to fully extend, but made the catch. as that was Dodson who put it away for the final out of the inning. We told you he got hops and he proved it. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth, tied at 1 between Jamestown and Batavia on your Muckdogs Baseball Network.
When you work with a community bank like Tompkins, we don't expect your financial picture to fit neatly into a box. We take a close look at your situation and propose solutions that make sense for your financial journey. Our community banking model ensures that all credit decisions are made locally, wherever you call home. We have a local leadership teams, community banking boards, and bright and happy team members living right alongside you. We're not just your bank. We're your friends and neighbors too.
Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel is the area's premier entertainment destination. Get the full experience by visiting one of our 4 great restaurants, watch live racing, take in a concert, and visit the gaming floor. You'll be able to dine, play, and stay at our facility in our boutique 84-room hotel. For more information, visit us on Facebook or at BataviaDownsGaming.com.
Fans, if you or anyone you know would like to recognize a teacher that has made a difference to you, please nominate them to be Teacher of the Game. If a teacher is picked, they will get 2 free tickets to a home game, and we will shout them out during our 4th inning. Please get the word out and send an email to samdefilippo12@gmail.com. That's samdefilippo12@gmail.com with their name and a good email or number to contact them at.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium in the bottom of the 4th inning, Tyler Canoe, the first baseman, leading off this half inning for Batavia. 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup. First pitch down and off the plate, low and away, 1-0 the count. As it's Canoe, Burroway, and then Corso. It'll be a 1-0 on its way. And that is off the plate upstairs outside, 2-0. So Batavia finally got to DeMarco in the last half inning, mostly because of his defense, but give Batavia credit for making it happen. But let's see if Batavia may have figured something out. 1, 2, and 3 Jamestown, 1, 1, and 1 for Batavia. And that pitch off the plate, down and outside, 3-0. And again, the most important one for Batavia, number 1 in the West Division this year. Here comes the 3-0. And that pitch is in there at the knees over the inside corner. Strike 1 called. Batavia 6-0 against Jamestown this year. It's been incredible how they've been able to dominate them. Pitch hit on the ground to short. Thompson there, this time no problem on to first to retire Canoe, 1 away. So Canoe is out, and here is Daniel Burroway. John Kruber taking you through this one tonight on your home of Muckdogs baseball, the Batavia Muckdog Baseball Network. 1 down, nobody aboard, and Burroway stands in right side. First pitch in, swung on, pops him up. Texas leaguer, right side of the infield. First baseman there. Bigham puts it away. 2 up, 2 down. Well, so far, a nice bounce back inning from DeMarco. Set down your first 2 Muckdog hitters in the lineup in this order. So the first 2 hitters retired in the inning. Going to leave it up to the number 5 hitter now, DH Kyle Corso. Steps in right side. First pitch, and that's down and away. Gets away from the catcher Campus. 1-0 the count. The amazing thing is on both the runs we've had so far in this game, neither team has an RBI. Corso rockets that back up the middle into center for a 2-out single as that buzzed past the head of the pitcher DeMarco. That was a rocket for a 2-out single. So, last inning, Batavia made it happen with 2 outs. Let's see if they can do it again. 2 down, runner on first. And here comes Levi Aguila standing in. So that is now the second hit of the ball game for your Muckdogs. Both teams now with 2 hits apiece. And that pitch is off the plate, down and in, 1-0 the count. Because both runs scored as a result of a throwing error. Jamestown, for them, they scored out a throwing error by Fry back in the second. And then a throwing error by Thompson allowed Batavia to even it up in the bottom of the third. As that pitch misses up and in, it gets away from DeMarco. It gets a piece of Levi Aguila, so he'll head on down to first. Corso up to second. And now again, Batavia at the hands of Jamestown, getting a rally going again with 2 outs. First and second, 2 away. And here again is Batavia's own native son, third baseman, Jerry Reinhardt. Batting 7th in the lineup tonight for Skip Martinez. Standing in right side. Ready to go, first pitch. And he chomps it foul outside the first base bag, 0-1. Now standing back in right side, it'll be an 0-1. Next pitch, swung on, hit on the ground, slow chopper to short. Thompson makes the smart play, shovel play, goes the short way to second for the final out of the inning. So that's it for Batavia, as that is going to be a 6-4 force for the final out for Batavia. No runs, a hit, no errors, 2 left stranded. Let's go to the 5th. After 4 tied at 1, Jamestown and Batavia on your home of the Muckdogs, the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Premier Genesee Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation has been servicing the community for over 3 decades. We are an 160-bed facility located in Batavia, New York, in close proximity to all local hospitals. Not only has Premier Genesee long been acknowledged as a leading senior care provider, our beautifully designed facility is now widely recognized as one of the most attractive in the area. Everybody deserves a place that feels like home. United Memorial is a community hospital located in the heart of Genesee County and an affiliate of the Rochester Regional Health System. Rochester Regional's United Memorial serves residents of Genesee County and surrounding rural communities. The 131-bed hospital in Batavia features a new state-of-the-art surgical department, a wound care center, a telemedicine program for intensive care, a joint replacement center of excellence, 2 urgent care centers, and a number of primary and specialty physician offices. United Memorial is a niche hospital and a New York State designated stroke center.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, we are in the top of the 5th inning, tied at 1 between Jamestown and Batavia. Birthday shout out to our own Brandon, who works the field, member of our field crew, keeping this field looking great. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday to Brandon. First pitch is down and off the plate, low and outside, and the count 1-0. Let's see if your Muckdogs can get them a birthday win, tied at 1 in the top of the 5th. 1, 2, and 3 for Jamestown. 1, 2, and 1 for your Muckdogs. Oh, and that pitch square up and inside drills the catcher, Johnny Campus, on that right elbow, and that had to hurt. That got him square. The good news is he's walking down to first, so looks to be okay, but that's got to leave a mark. I mean, that caught him directly off the elbow. So the leadoff runner is aboard for Jamestown here on the top of the 5th, as it's 8, 9, and 10 in their lineup. So Campus now just reached on the hit by pitch. Jordan King, the right fielder, now coming to the plate. King standing in right side. Runner on first with nobody out. Squares around. He gets the bunt out. It's a beauty. Third base side. Aguilar's thrown to first. Oh, airmails Canoe. And then they collide into each other as it goes down the right field line. So they stop Campus at third. And that was a big time collision at first. Good news is both players are okay. But you had King going full speed down that first base line. Canoe was trying to hoist in that throw, and then they just bumped right into each other. But it's an E2, so a throwing error. And now Skip Martinez out of the dugout wants an explanation. And now he's jogging out to the mound. No, he's going to talk with the second base umpire. See, he must want an interference call on the base runner at first, Jordan King. He's pleading his case, but it doesn't look like he's going to win it. So it's an E2. It's a throwing error on the catcher, Aguilar, and you can see Skip is still annoyed. He's now going back. He said to the second base umpire, forget you. I'm going back to the home plate umpire, and still having a word, and now he walks away from both of them. He did not get tossed, so he kept his cool, but he did not win the argument, and it's now runners on the corners, nobody out. And in this half inning, it's Batavia's defense that's let him down. So again, that is an E2 throwing error on the catcher, Aguilar. But it's still considered a sacrifice, even though King reached. So runners first and third, nobody out. Henry Martinez digging in left side. And that pitch is off the plate, high and away, and the count 1-0. And Kinney's command starting to evaporate on him here on the top of the 5th. He missed on the pitch home to Campus and drilled him off the elbow. And now that pitch was well outside. A good play by Aguilar to keep that from going to the backstop, preventing a run from scoring. And that pitch swung on, shallow fly ball, very shallow left. Let's see if they try it. Burroway makes the catch, and no, they are not going to send the runner from third. That was just to draw the throw home, so he does not get the job done. So Martinez, the number 10 hitter, is out. Mark Tucker, leadoff hitter, back to the top of the lineup card we go for Jamestown. Runners on first and third, one away. Mark Tucker, the lefty, standing in. Meanwhile, King is off third, or check that, off first. And that pitch down and in the dirt, low and away. Another good scoop by Levi, saving a run, count 1-0. So King off first and Campus still off third. Top of the 5th inning could be a crucial turning point in this game. Jerry Reinhardt playing in at third. Pitch high and away as they look for maybe a squeeze play, 2-0 the count. They are playing double play depth at second and short. 2-0, runs up and in. And they said that he got a piece of it, so he fouled it away on the bunt attempt, and the count now 2-1. Yogi Hardigan, the left fielder, hitting second in the lineup for Jamestown in the on-deck circle. The 2-1, and a check swing, and a swing and a miss. At a pitch high and away. That was well out of the zone. Oh, and now the runner went for second. He's caught in a rundown. They apply the tag. He's out. So did they call that a fair ball? It was a caught stealing. So King on first thought it was a foul ball, but it wasn't. So he got caught halfway between first and second. They made the smart throw to second. King did not know what was going on, and they applied the tag as the pitcher, Kinney, alertly fired to the second baseman who applied the tag. 2 away. And the 2-2 swung on and missed. And because of a crazy set of circumstances, your Muckdogs pull off a Houdini act and get out of the inning without giving up a run. How incredible is that? Again, as John Sterling would say, that's baseball, Susan, and that's the best way to describe what happened there. So, incredibly for Jamestown in the inning, no runs on a hit, no errors, one big base running error, and one left aboard. Go to the bottom of the fifth, tied at 1 on your Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Wright Beverage has been servicing upstate New York with delicious beverages for over 65 years. With a fervent passion for customer service and employee morale, the corporation now services 17 and a half counties in western New York, operating out of multiple state-of-the-art facilities and sales offices. We've received numerous national awards, including the Coors Founders Award and the Guinness Golden Bar Award. We are a company that treats you right. This is your place. For more than 25 years, Alex's Place has been serving up sizzling steaks, succulent seafood, charcoal grilled chicken and chops, and of course, our famous barbecue baby back ribs. We're known for hearty portions, a homey atmosphere, and heartfelt hospitality. So bring your appetite and a few friends. We can't wait to see you here.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, home half of the fifth inning, tied at 1. Somehow, as we're still trying to figure out what happened in that top of the fifth, but that pitch is downstairs and inside at the shoelaces, 1-0. Alex Torres, the extra hitter, leads off. 8, 9, and 10 in the lineup. Torres, Benitez, and Dodson. Next pitch is whacked foul down that first base line, and the count even, 1-1. So we've seen Jamestown make costly defensive errors. They just made a big base running miscue. As it was first and third, 1 out, and King thought it was a foul ball, but it wasn't. And the throw to second, it turned into a caught stealing, and he was caught halfway between first and second. That pitch was off the plate, 2-1 the count. And then after that, they struck him out and got out of the inning. Torres hits this one on the ground to second. Routine play. On to first. Torres is gone by a stride and a half. 1 away. On our scoreboard, just weird. 1, 2, and 3 for Jamestown. 1, 2, and 2 for your first place Batavia Muckdogs. So here is Abner Benitez, the lefty swinging center fielder, digging in First pitch swung on, hit on the ground to first. He'll flip to the pitcher, DeMarco covering for out number 2. As Bingham did a nice job fielding it and then just tossed it to him. And, DeMarco is considered one of the best pitchers on this Tarp Skunks roster, and he's showing why today. He's coming at these Muckdog hitters with his ace stuff. He's been solid overall through 4 2/3. And if his defense didn't let him down the 1/2 inning, he'd probably still be leading this game. So, 2 gone, nobody on. Here is Kenny Dodson. First pitch is off the plate, high and away, 1-0. However, Ryan Kinney, give him credit. He's matched them. He got a little bit of help in that last half inning, but for a spot start, Kinney has been as solid as they come. 5 innings, he held Jamestown to just a run so far. So a pitcher's duel to this point as that pitch zips it in there across the inside corner, letter high, called for a strike, 1-1. If Dodson gets on, we go back to the top of the lineup card for Josh Leadham. It'll be a 1-1, and that is down and away. Gets away from the catcher Campus, and the count 2-1. Stands back in right side. The 2-1 off the plate, high and away, and the count 3-1. Now Dodson stands in right side, 3-1, and that is upstairs and inside. A 5-pitch walk with 2 outs to Kenny Dodson, and it keeps the inning rolling. Back to the top third of the lineup for Batavia, beginning with the leadoff hitter, number 16, right fielder Josh Leadham. Again, Jamestown getting their run in the top of the second, Batavia answering in the bottom of the third, and that's where we stand right now, tied at 1, bottom of the 5th. Stands in right side. Pitch swung on, punched out, left side of the infield. Julian Thompson, the shortstop, comes on to make the running catch. And that's it for Batavia in the 5th. No runs, no hits, a walk. 1 left aboard, no errors. Let's go to a 6th after 5. Tied at 1 between Jamestown and your West Division leading Batavia Muckdogs on your home of Muckdogs baseball, the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
Eli Fish Brewing Company is the first commercial brewery in Batavia in nearly 100 years. We offer a selection of our own house brews along with other New York State-produced beers, spirits, and wines. A full dining menu, large brew hall, beautiful bar, and tons of new friends. Here at Eli Fish Brewing Company, we want to honor traditions and create new stories. We're not just making beer, we're brewing history.
back here at Dwyer Stadium. We begin the top half of the sixth inning pitcher's duel between Batavia and Jamestown. New pitcher in the game for Batavia. It's going to be Tyler Henshaw. We'll get you numbers on him in just a moment. First pitch is off the plate, low and away in the count, 1-0. So he takes over for Ryan Kinney, who threw 5 innings, and in a spot start did a good job, giving up just 1 run. Pitch swung on, popped up off third. Foul territory, Reinhardt ranging over. Oh, and he almost came up with it, but unable to hold on. And the count now 1-1. As we are in the 2, 3, and 4 part of the Jamestown lineup, Hardigan, Bigham, and Cody Bay. Now Hardigan going to stand back in left side of the plate. It'll be a 1-1. Swung on and chops it foul outside of third, and the count 1-2. Henshaw, 7 games appeared in so far this season with a 3.06 ERA, 14 2/3 innings, 15 hits, 5 earned runs given up. One walk, 11 strikeouts. And again, an ERA of 3.06. It'll be a 1-2 into the lefty Hardigan. Lefty Henshaw ready to go. First base side of the mound. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him. That time he just totally had him fooled. I think Hardigan was sitting dead red and instead got a breaking ball on the outside third. It played good 12-6 break that time to that curveball. Good late action, 1 away. So 1 down, nobody on. Here is Pat Bigham, the first baseman, number 3 hitter, standing in. Pitch is on the outside corner over the black, painted the edge, 0-1. One is off the plate, high and away, and the count 1-1 now. Cody Bay, cleanup hitter and third baseman, on deck for the Tarp Skunks. 1, 2, and 2 for Batavia, 1, 2, and 3 for Jamestown. Pitch is waved at, it missed, and you could tell Tyler has it tonight. You could just tell in the first couple pitches how crisp his stuff looks. He looks really sharp out there. As it'll be a 1-2. Henshaw, first base side of the rubber. And it'll be a 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. Waved at a weak hack there. At a fastball up and away, and the count now. Well, he struck out, so there's 2 outs in the inning now. So 2 down and nobody on base. That's going to leave it to Cody Bay, third baseman and the cleanup hitter. Standing in right side. Henshaw ready to go. First pitch. And that is on the outside corner, 0-1. And, of course, when you have one of the most dangerous hitters at the plate, what song do you serenade him with? You got to play Lollipop from our own DJ Mike. Next pitch is swung on and fouls it to the screen behind the plate, and the count 0-2. Bay steps right back in from the right side. The lefty Henshaw ready to go. And it'll be a no-ball, 2-strike offering. And that is off the plate, high and outside upstairs. Tried to get him to climb the ladder and chase, didn't work. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Bay. Now stands back in right side. Lefty on righty matchup. Looking to have a 1-2-3 inning. Henshaw comes set, rocks, kicks, delivers. And a good plate coverage that time by Bay, getting a piece to foul it back and stay alive. Count holds. If Bay gets on, Will Durrell, the extra hitter, on deck. as it'll be a 1-2 from Henshaw against Durrell. Pitch missing off the plate. That was borderline on the outer edge, but the count now level, 2-2. But give the home plate umpire credit. He has been pretty consistent all night long, as the count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Henshaw ready to go, the 2-2. Swung on and slammed into left field. That'll get down for a 2-out base hit. So Bay reaches for the second time tonight. And now Will Durrell will have a chance to come to hit in the top of the 6th with 2 men out. That is now the 3rd hit of the ball game for the Tarp Skunks. Now 1-3-3 for them, 1-2-2 for Batavia. Brandon Lane, the DH, now moves into the on-deck circle as we're in the 5-6 part of the Tarp starter. Now he breaks for second, pitch swung on and missed, throw down. And did he get in there? Yes, he did with the left hand. Now the shortstop did a good job applying the tag, keeping it on, thinking he may have came off the base, but he didn't. So he gets in there, stolen base for Cody Bay. And now it's a runner on second, 2 away. As Dodson, the shortstop, covered that well, but got in there safely was Bay. So now a 2-out RBI later in the game situation for the Tarp Skunks. It'll be an 0-1. Swung on. Little blooper in the air to left field, but Burroway races it down, tracks it easily, makes the catch, and that chance goes by the wayside. So in the inning, no runs, a hit, no errors. Potential go-ahead run left stranded on second. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th through 5.5. All knotted at 1 between Jamestown and Batavia on your home of the Muckdogs, the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
For over 65 years. With a fervent passion for customer service and employee morale, the corporation now services 17.5 counties in western New York, operating out of multiple state-of-the-art facilities and sales offices. We've received numerous national awards, including the Coors Founders Award and the Guinness Golden Bar Award. We are a company that treats you right. Premier Genesee Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation has been servicing the community for over 3 decades. We are an 160-bed facility located in Batavia, New York, in close proximity to all local hospitals. Not only has Premier Genesee long been acknowledged as a leading senior care provider, our beautifully designed facility is now widely recognized as one of the most attractive in the area. Everybody deserves a place that feels like home. This is your place. For more than 25 years,
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, bottom of the 6th inning, tied at 1 between Tarp Skunks and your first place in the West Division, Muckdogs. Brian Fry going to lead off the bottom of the 6th for Batavia. Looks at a pitch, missing off the plate, down and in, 1-0. Golden chance for Batavia here. 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. Fry, Canoe, and Burroway. DeMarco's still out there for his 6th inning of work. And that pitch misses off the plate, low and inside, just off the inner edge. And the count 2-0. 1-3-3 for Jamestown, 1-2-2 for Batavia. John Kruba on the call, the 2-0, and that is off the plate, down and away, and now 3-0. So he's 1 ball away from a leadoff walk. And in a tight game like this, a good chance like that to start off the inning, you're setting the Muckdogs up well to try and pounce on it. Next pitch. Off the plate, high and away, a 4-pitch walk, and Fry, the patient hitter, jogs on down to first with the leadoff free pass. So runner on first, nobody out. And here is Tyler Canoe, the first baseman, standing in, hitting third in the lineup. So Fry taking his lead off first. Very much a speedster. First pitch off the plate, down and away, 1-0. But you know what? If I was Skip Martinez here, I'd almost see if DeMarco's running out of gas. I might make him throw a strike before I put a runner in motion. From the first base side, the 1-0. Canoe swings and lines it right to third, and it's going to turn into a bad luck double play as Bay fired it back across to first, and just like that, 2 are gone. So talk about running yourself out of an inning. Fry, he was caught leaning. That ball was zipped to third. Just bad luck, and then made the strong throw to first to get 2 outs. So a bad break for your Muckdogs. They haven't got too many of those lately, but they got one there. 2 gone. And here is Daniel Burroway, the cleanup hitter, and that changes the complexion of the inning. 2 gone, nobody on. First pitch, and that is low and away, 1-0. Bay was absolutely in the perfect spot. If that's a couple inches to the left, it's second and third, nobody out. Couple inches to the right, it's first and second. And that pitch slammed down the ground to third. Nice backhanded stop by Bay. Throw to first, and a nice scoop over there in time for the final out. So really, Cody Bay is the reason Batavia comes up empty in that inning. So for your Muckdogs, no runs, no hits because of the DP. Nobody left on it, no errors. Let's go to a 7th. After 6 in the books at Dwyer, tied at 1. Batavia and Jamestown on your home for Muckdogs Baseball, the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
This is your place. For more than 25 years, Alex's Place has been serving up sizzling steaks, succulent seafood, charcoal grilled chicken and chops, and of course, our famous barbecue baby back ribs. We're known for hearty portions, a homey atmosphere, and heartfelt hospitality. So bring your appetite and a few friends. We can't wait to see you here. United Memorial is a community hospital located in the heart of Genesee County and an affiliate of the Rochester Regional Health System. Rochester Regional's United Memorial serves residents of Genesee County and surrounding rural communities. The 131-bed hospital in Batavia features a new state-of-the-art surgical department, a wound care center, a telemedicine program for intensive care, a joint replacement center of excellence, 2 urgent care centers, and a number of primary and specialty physician offices. United Memorial is a niche hospital and a New York State designated stroke center.
Top of the 7th inning here at Dwyer Stadium. All tied at 1 between Tarp Skunks and your first place Muckdogs. Leading off the top of the 7th, Brandon Lane, the DH. First pitch from Henshaw is off the plate, high and away, and the count 1-0. It'll be Lane, Thompson, and Campus. 6, 7, and 8 in the Tarp Skunk order. 1-0 is swung on, pops him up, but that's going to go foul. Back behind the dish, and the count going to be evened up, 1-1. Resetting the scoreboard, 1, 3, and 3 for Jamestown, 1, 2, and 2 for Batavia. Batavia Downs night here at the ballpark. If you didn't tune in earlier in the game, that next pitch swung on. Well, I'll tell you about it after this. High, shallow pop fly, straightaway center, and then backing up last second was Benitez as he nearly overran that, but puts it away over the shoulder, makes the shoestring catch, 1 down. Anyway, in our broadcast open, a helicopter came over and dropped candy onto the field, and kids ran the field just before the start of tonight's ball game. And again, that's the type of fun stuff that your Muck Dogs do here that you could only experience here at the ballpark. First pitch is on the outer edge, called strike 1. And if you want to come down, fans, still tickets left as the regular season winds down, 585-524-2260, or visit the box office as that 0-1 is fouled away, 0-2. Or again, skip the line and call 585-524-2260 and come out and support your first place in the West Division, Batavia Muckdogs. It'll be an 0-2 from Tyler Henshaw with 1 away. Coming set, pitch off the plate, high and away to the shortstop, Julian Thompson, and the count 1-2. Johnny Campus, the catcher, on deck. Here comes the 1-2, swung on, hit on the ground slowly. First base, Canoe foot race to the bag, and got him! Henshaw just getting over there in time as he stepped on the bag, and I'm not sure Jamestown agrees with that. And he's got to be careful because Thompson slammed his helmet in the first base dugout as he was going down the stairs. Very lucky the first base umpire didn't see that display. But 2 away and nobody on base. Again, bang, bang. Usually when it's close, they give it to the runner, and that time they give it to the pitcher, Henshaw. 2 away, first pitch swung on and missed as he blew it right by him, high and away, 0-1. As it's the catcher, Johnny Campus, at the plate. Hitting 8th in the lineup, Jordan King, the right fielder, on deck. It'll be an 0-1, and that pitch is high and outside, 1-1. Campus standing right back in from the right side. Lefty Henshaw ready to go. 1-1, waved at and missed. He is overpowering Campus in this at bat. Is Henshaw, 1-2. The 1-2 delivery comes home, and that is off the plate upstairs outside. Not even close. Good waste pitch, 2-2. So Henshaw has retired 5 in a row since entering the ball game and trying to make it 6 and have another clean inning here in the top of the 7th. Taking over for Ryan Kinney, who is solid over 5. 2-2 swung on and punches that foul back behind the plate. Goes over the grandstand behind the dish, and the count going to hold, 2-2. John Kruba taking you through this one tonight on the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network. 2-2 on its way. On fly back behind first. Off of first is Canoe. Settles under it. Makes the play in foul ground. And that's it for Jamestown in the top of the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. 1, 2, 3 inning. It's the 7th inning stretch time from Dwyer in a tight ball game. Tied at 1 between Jamestown and Batavia on your home for Muckdogs Baseball, the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network. 7th inning stretch tied at 1.
Wright Beverage has been servicing upstate New York with delicious beverages for over 65 years. With a fervent passion for customer service and employee morale, the corporation now services 17 and a half counties in western New York, operating out of multiple state-of-the-art facilities and sales offices. We've received numerous national awards, including the Coors Founders Award and the Guinness Golden Bar Award. We are a company that treats you right. Premier Genesee Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation has been servicing the community for over 3 decades. We are an 160-bed facility located in Batavia, New York, in close proximity to all local hospitals. Not only has Premier Genesee long been acknowledged as a leading senior care provider, our beautifully designed facility is now widely recognized as one of the most attractive in the area. Everybody deserves a place that feels like home.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning here at Dwyer Stadium. Kyle Corso to lead it off for Batavia. And earlier, I said our own PA announcer, Paul Spiata, great with national anthems. Well, I should admittedly have thrown in, he's also great at singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game during the 7th inning stretch, as that first pitch is downstairs and inside at the shoelaces, 1-0. Again, sign him to a recording contract, folks, as it'll be a 1-0 on its way. And that is off the plate upstairs and outside, 2-0 the count. So it'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the Batavia lineup. Corso, Aguila, and Reinhardt. 2-0 the count. DeMarco's still out there. He has been absolutely impressive tonight for the Tarp Skunks as that pitch catches the inner corner at the letters called strike one. On our scoreboard, 1-3-3 Jamestown, 1-2-2 Batavia. And that pitch is down and off the plate, low and away, 3-1. So again, DeMarco one ball away from putting the potential go-ahead run and leadoff runner on base. Last inning, that didn't work out for your Muckdogs, but you don't want to play with fire too many times, you could get burned. Corso dunking that to left center, and the shortstop Thompson can't get there. Falls into left center for a leadoff base hit. So Kyle Corso is aboard with nobody out, and here is Levi Aguila. And now we're going to have a meeting on the mound. And don't know, we might get a pitching change here. And while they have this meeting, want to tell you about some exciting events coming up later this summer at Dwyer Stadium.
Muckdog fans, who's ready for Margaritaville? Saturday, August 20th, Dwyer Stadium turns into the biggest beach party around. Parrot Head, Jimmy Buffett Tribute Band will be playing all your tropical and beach favorites. Specialty drinks, lays, and fun in the sun. Stop by the box office or call 585-524-2260. Muckdog fans, ZBTV, the Zach Brown Tribute Band, is coming to Dwyer Stadium on Saturday, September 3rd at 7 p.m. Hear the world's greatest Zach Brown Tribute Band. Stop by the box office or call 585-524-2260.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, Levi Aguila now stands in and he looks at a strike over the outer edge for a called first strike. Jerry Reinhardt, third baseman, on deck for the Muckdogs. It'll be an 0-1 from DeMarco, and he swings, punches that into shallow right, and that is going to go foul down that right field line. One hop into the visitors' bullpen, and the count quickly 0-2 on Aguila. Again, John Kruba taking you through this one on the Muckdogs Baseball Network. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 1, Jamestown and Batavia in this West Division showdown. It'll be an 0-2 from DeMarco, runner off first, pitch down and away, and Campus with one heck of a pick over there, almost goalie style, having to catch that almost under his arm. That went way to the left side. If that would have gotten away from him easily, runner would have moved up to second. Aguila standing back in right side. Working out of the stretch, it'll be a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch, and that is chopped foul outside third base bag. Count gonna hold. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stands back in from the right side. It'll be a 1-2. Swung on, hit on the ground left side. Bay at third, throws to second, 1. And not even going to make a throw back to first. I don't think he wanted to risk. It was going to be a tight play to begin with. Didn't want to risk that runner moving up to second. So, first out recorded on the 5-4 force out. But Aguila is on first with 1 away as Corso gone on the 5-4 forced out at second. So here is Jerry Reinhardt standing in. Righty against righty matchup. Aguilar first. And Reinhardt tied up inside over the inside third. Swings over the top, 0-1. Been a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel so far tonight here at Dwyer Stadium. The 0-1. Reinhardt popped up. Foul ground right field line, but that'll find the seats and get out of play. 0-2. So the Batavia third baseman finds himself in a quick, big 0-2 hole. Aguila takes his lead off first. Reinhardt back in right side. Meanwhile, Torres on deck. And now they throw over to first. No tag applied. Back in safely. So now both teams with 3 hits on the night. 1-3-3 Jamestown, 1-3-2 Muckdogs. Again, stands in right side. It'll be an 0-2. And now they throw over to first. And again, no tag applied. Reinhardt trying to find a way to come up with a huge hit here, and especially from Batavia, crowd would go nuts if he does. And that pitch is off the plate, down and away, and the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now stands back in again from the right side. Again, the 1-2 is in the dirt, down and in. Campus with a nice block, and the count now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, Levi Aguila takes his lead off the first base bag, but being held on there by Pat Bigham. Swung on right back up the middle. Carobs off the second base bag into right center. Go ahead run moves up to third. And standing on first with 1 out is Reinhardt. And in an unbelievable stroke of luck, your Muckdogs are 90 feet away from taking the lead. That ball went right back up the middle. It clipped the edge of the second base bag, went over the leaping try, the second baseman, into right, and that is very significant. Talk about a seeing eye single. Almost like a game of Plinko. It pinballed its way into right for the 1-out hit. So first and third, 1 out. Alex Torres, the extra hitter, standing in with a golden opportunity to give his team the lead. DeMarco ready to go. First pitch waved at and missed. Took a big pass at that fastball up and away. 0-1. Again, because of that, there's no way you could charge an error to anyone on that play. It's a hit. So 1-4-2 Batavia. 1-3-3 for Jamestown. And the pitcher's got a cramp. So we'll have a little bit of a delay as DeMarco trying to shake it off on the mound. They're going to see if they can. But yes, DeMarco does have a cramp. So they're going to make sure that he can continue here. Meanwhile, Skip Martinez going to have a word with Torres. And you could understand why Jamestown desperately wants to keep him in. They really need to win this game. And the way DeMarco's been pitching, he's their best option. You go to that bullpen, and it has been slim pickings so far this season for the Tarp Skunks. As again, they're going to just help him out a little, maybe give him some Gatorade or water or whatever on the mound. As we are still here in the home half of the seventh, tied at 1. And now the pitching coach coming out. So they are going to try and continue to sort this out. But a huge spot in this game, bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 1, Jamestown and your first place Batavia Muckdogs. And I think that's going to be it. Yeah, he cannot fight his way through the cramps, so he is out. And that is a big blow for the Tarp Skunks. Another bad break. DeMarco forced to exit the game, and he was really good tonight. In fact, he was short of brilliant. He was very, very good. 6 1/3 innings. Comes here to Dwyer, and we know how hard it is to pitch as an opposing player here in this stadium. The way Batavia relentlessly comes at him with the crowd behind him, but you got to give DeMarco at least credit for fighting through 6 1/3. He gave his team a chance. So DeMarco is coming out. They're going to have a pitching change, and we will thank our sponsors on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
We'd like to thank Alex's Places, Allegheny Farm Services, Ankle and Foot Center of Western New York, Arc of Genesee, Orleans, New York, Attica's 70th Hole, Auto Wash Car Wash, Batavian, Batavia Daily News, Batavia Downs, Hotel at Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care, Batavia's Original, Bourbon and Burger, Bully Hill Vineyards, Casella White, Chapin International, Easttown Beverage, E-Collab, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Feral Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Geico, Genesee Community College, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee County Parks and Recreation, Genesee Valley Penny Saver, Glow With Your Hands, Graham Corporation, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet Cadillac, LE3 Inc., Lebu Salon, Legacy on Main, Major Stash Cigar, Marchese Computers, Marco Clay Products, Massive Testing, Max Pies Furniture, Oakwood Hills, Pellegrino Auto Sales, Premier Genesee Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation, ProClean Inc., Romans, Skyworks, Stan Harley Davidson, Stop DWI Genesee County, Suburban Propane, The Coffee Press, Tompkins Bake, Toshiba Business, Tully's, Turnbull Heating and Air Conditioning, T.F. Brown's, The Wine Goddess Shop, United Memorial Medical Center, Valet Jewelers, Versascape, Vivify Hydration, Whole Life Fitness, and Right Beverage.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 1, Jamestown and Batavia. John Karuba on the call tonight. So Ryan Rafalski coming on to take over for the Tarp Skunks after DeMarco unable to finish due to cramps. So he is forced to come out of the game, and we will get you some numbers here in just a moment. But a massively important situation. Game hanging in the balance. Bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 1. 1st and 3rd, 1 out. And again, 90 feet away are your first place Batavia Muckdogs from taking the lead. Rafalski so far on the season has made 8 appearances. He started a game, 23 innings. He's given up 14 runs, pitching to an ERA of 5.47. 24 runs given up, 14 earned, 18 walks, far too many, 23 strikeouts, and a record of 1-2, but he does have 2 saves. Well, he's going to try and save his team from falling behind. Get it? Late in this game, 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Alex Torres standing in right side. 0-1 is the count. Swung on and missed it. He blew a fastball by him up and away. Dialed up the high heat, 0-2. Runners take their leads off first and third again. Torres, right side of the plate, the 0-2. And that is high and away outside. The count, a ball and 2 strikes. Abner Benitez on deck. Here comes the 1-2 delivery with 1 out. And that is upstairs and inside, up and in, forcing him to back off the plate. And the count level, 2-2. So again, huge spot. Cody Bay, the third baseman, playing inside the cutout. At third, double plate depth, second and short. As the pitch over the inside corner, strike 3. Torres is down looking for the second out, and that is a big strikeout for Rafalski and the Tarp Skunks. So, we mentioned Abner Benitez, who started to come alive on the road this weekend, has still struggled mightily here at home. While he could be the hero right now in a big way. First and third, 2 outs. Benitez standing in. The righty Rafalski deals in low and away in the dirt. Count 1-0 on Benitez. So 1-4-2 for Batavia, 1-3-3 for Jamestown. Runners on the corners, 2 men out. Here comes the 1-0 to Benitez, swung on, hit on the ground to second. Looks like he's going to get out of it. Throw to first in time as he stays on the base. And that's it for Batavia in the bottom of the 7th. So they squander a golden chance, but still in it. Let's go to the 8th, tied at 1 here on the Muckdogs Baseball Network.
After 31 years in Batavia, Ficarella's Pizzeria is now the oldest family-run pizzeria in town. Our menu for sit-down, pickup, or delivery includes a huge variety of pizza, hot and cold subs, fish fries, pasta, salads, side dishes, and specialty sandwiches. Everything is made fresh and with great care. New items appear regularly, as do the new customers who discover the quality food, friendly service, and consistency, which are all an integral part of the Ficarella's business model. Eli Fish Brewing Company is the first commercial brewery in Batavia in nearly 100 years. We offer a selection of our own house brews along with other New York State-produced beers, spirits, and wines. A full dining menu, large brew hall, beautiful bar, and tons of new friends. Here at Eli Fish Brewing Company, we want to honor traditions and create new stories. We're not just making beer, we're brewing history.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, top of the 8th inning, tied at 1, Batavia and Jamestown. Tyler Henshaw still out there for your Muckdogs. Jordan King, the number 9 hitter in the Tarp Skunk lineup, leading off for Jamestown. Henshaw ready to go, sets, delivers. Big cut, but he fouls it back, and the count 0-1. So Batavia had runners on first and third with one out in the bottom of the seventh, but Ryan Rafalski came on and extinguished the fire, and now we're in the top of the eighth, still tied at 1. Next pitch off the plate, high and away, 1-1. And while both pitching staffs have been excellent tonight, there have been some missed opportunities on both sides that, depending on the outcome of this game, one side's going to be kicking themselves after this one. The 1-1 from Henshaw, and that is on the inside corner at the knees, 1-2. And, of course, being the Muckdogs Baseball Network, we hope that it's Jamestown kicking themselves for a 7th loss to Batavia. Let's see if the Muckdogs can get it done. It'll be a 1-2 from Henshaw. Swung on, hit on the ground left side. Lunging stop by Dotson. Short throw to first. No! Just beat it out by a half step. That would have been a web gem. That would have been a defensive play of the year candidate by Dotson over at short. But the runner just a little too fast, and the leadoff runner aboard to start the top of the eighth for Jamestown. So Jordan King is on with nobody out, and here is Henry Martinez standing in left side. 1-4-3 for Jamestown, 1-4-2 Batavia. Henshaw ready to go, squares to bunt, and instead looks at a pitch down and away, low and in the dirt. Nice backhanded scoop by Aguila, 1-0. So again, Jamestown scoring the first run in what feels like a million innings ago in the top of the second to make it 1-0. Batavia evened it in the bottom of the third, and that's been it for the scoring. It'll be a 1-0 from Henshaw. Squares to bunt, another pitch down and away, and the count now 2-0 as Henshaw calls time. Looks like he wants a new baseball. Didn't like the grip on that one, so he gets a new one from the home plate umpire as the count 2-0. So they have Jerry Reinhardt playing inside the cutout, very shallow at third, playing in, expecting the bunt. As that pitch off the plate again, high and away, in the count 3-0. So now he's trying to get a bunt down, but right now he's not even getting a pitch to bunt. He's just taking it, 3-0. Meanwhile, if King reaches, Henry Martinez comes up as he's on deck. Pitch right down Easy Street, right down Broadway for a called strike one. So he was taken all the way there, but I would imagine the bunt sign's still going to be on as the count 3-1, especially where runs have come at such a premium in this ball game. Here comes the 3-1. Bunts, and that is going to roll foul up the third base line. Count back to full. So now that rolled foul and 2 strikes, now this becomes an interesting decision. Runner on first, nobody out, count full. Do you go with the bunt sign again and risk a strikeout? We'll see if that's what Jamestown elects to do here. Again, go ahead, run on base for the Tarp Skunks. Runner on first, nobody out. We'll see if they go with the bunt again. And now time is called as Martinez steps out. Now he'll step right back in. And now they throw over to first. However, back in standing easily is King. From the first base side of the rubber, it'll be a payoff delivery. Swung on, they took it off, popped up, back behind second. Second baseman Fry just on the edge of the center field grass behind the second base bag, puts it away. Meanwhile, going on back to first is King, 1 out. That is a big, big out for Tyler Henshaw and your Muckdogs. So 1 gone, runner on first. Back to the top of the lineup we go for the Tarp Skunks. It's going to be the second baseman, Mark Tucker. He'll dig in from the right side. And now Henshaw, throw to first. And he gets back in there. Boy, that's a good pickoff move. Sneakily there. They almost had him. They almost caught King leaning there. First pitch coming into the righty swinging leadoff hitter, Tucker. And that is off the plate upstairs outside. 1-0 the count. Yogi Hardigan, the left fielder, awaits on deck for the Tarp Skunks as we're in the top third of the lineup now for Jamestown. It'll be a 1-0 coming home from Henshaw. And time is called. Henshaw was having such a good pace, especially the last inning, and now it appears to have grinded to a halt. Very deliberate, trying to be careful with each pitch, especially in a tight ball game like this. Runner goes, pitch high and outside, throw to second, and they got him! He is out of there. They had him by a good old country mile. 2 down. So King tried to be too aggressive, and that is a heck of a throw by Aguila. From his knees, a laser right down to second, and the second baseman Fry was just waiting for him, slapped the tag on him, and that is a second out of the inning. As that pitch is high and away, and the count now 3-0. So instead of a runner on first, 1 out, now it's a 3-0 count, but there's 2 away and the bases are empty. Here comes the pitch on the outside corner over the black. Strike 1 called. Stands back in from the right side. It'll be a 3-ball, 1-strike delivery. Henshaw into the wind, kicks, delivers, waved at and missed. As he challenged him with the high, hard stuff, turned it up on the radar gun, and the count back to fall. So the count now 3-2, 2 outs, no one on. Henshaw ready to go, the payoff pitch, swung on and fouls it hard to the screen behind the plate, but the count gonna hold 3-2. Top half of the 8th inning, John Karuba on the call on the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network. We are in the top of the 8th inning, deadlocked at 1 since the 3rd. Henshaw ready to go. First base side of the rubber. Full count offering. Off the plate, high and away. And Henshaw wanted to walk off the mound, but home plate umpire told him he got to go back because that is ball 4. So a 2-out walk for Tucker. And here's the lefty, the left fielder, Yogi Hardigan, number 2 hitter, stepping to the plate. So a lefty-on-lefty matchup. Runner on first, 2 gone. Now how large does that caught stealing loom? Instead of first and second, 1 out, now it's runner on first, 2 away. Swung on and missed. He dropped the string. That was the textbook definition of that as he went in with the 12-6 curve, 0-1. Hardigan fell for that one. Hook, line, and sinker, totally fooled. You can tell, again, Henshaw, very good stuff tonight, and he's 1 out away from having another good inning. It'll be an 0-1 from Henshaw. Waved at it, missed. And I don't know if Hardigan is going out there looking for fastballs, but this is the second at bat against Henshaw where he has flat out looked downright foolish at the plate. 0-2 with 2 outs, and now Henshaw 1 strike away from again getting out of the inning. As they throw over to first, no tag applied, back in safely. But again, you know, when Henshaw is his A stuff, he is capable of making hitters look like that. Totally full, and he's doing that to Hardigan. And that pitch is down in the dirt, low and away, and the count 1-2. Resetting the scoreboard while we have a chance. 1-4-3 for Jamestown, 1-4-2 for the Muckdogs. On this late Tuesday evening here at Dwyer Stadium in Batavia, great PGCBL action. Edge of your seat nail biter, tied at 1 in the top of the 8th. Henshaw coming set, the 1-2. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not go around on the appeal. So the first base ump as it went up and in, and the count leveled 2-2. So Henshaw just trying to get that last strike, having a hard time getting it, but again, 1 strike away from getting out of the frame. Henshaw coming set, 2-2, 2 outs. Runner off first to set in the pitch. Off the plate, outside and high again, and you could tell Henshaw starting to get a little annoyed with the home plate umpire, but the count runs full, 3-2, 2 away. You could tell the crowd, full of umpires of their own, they all wanted that call, didn't get it, and now it's 3-2. So that is going to release Tucker off first. And the set and the pitch, down and away, and it's a 2-out free pass to Hardigan. So back-to-back 2-out walks, and that might be all. I think that's going to be it for Henshaw with a critical spot in this ball game. First and second, 2 out, and Pat Bigham coming up. So it's going to be Julian Pichardo to take over for Henshaw on the mound. And again, fans, want to remind you, want to come out and support this team. Come on out and support your first place Batavia Muckdogs in their quest for a West Division title and an overall league title by calling 585-524-2260, 585-524-2260, or visit the box office. So resetting here in the top of the 8th inning. King reached base, and then Martinez struck out. Then when Tucker was at the plate, King tried to break for second, but instead he just tried, and he was out by a good country mile. Just a great defensive play for the second out. And then Yogi Hardigan was able to reach, as was Mark Tucker. And now we've got first and second, 2 men out here at Dwyer Stadium. Again, here at Dwyer, tied at 1. John Garuba staying on the call here on the Muckdogs Baseball Network. So if you're just tuning in, John Garuba saying thank you for listening. And again, Jamestown got on the board first in the top of the second inning on a throwing error to the plate by Brian Fry. Batavia tied it up in the bottom of the third, and that was on a throw home on a stolen base. Shortstop tried to throw from second home, and that was an error that allowed the tying run to score. And that's where we stand right now. All the rest of it has been missed opportunities and great pitching from both sides. 1-4-3 for Jamestown, 1-4-2 for Batavia. As Julian Pichardo takes over on the mound for the lefty Henshaw. We'll get you some numbers on him in just a second.
Next up for the Tarp, first base number 10, Pat Bigham.
So, first and second, 2 out. Huge potential momentum in this game hanging in the balance. First and second, 2 out. Righty Pichardo against the righty Pat Bigham. Pichardo ready to go. First pitch home from him on the outside corner, 0-1. Getting ready to go. Pichardo working out of the stretch. Bigham standing in, righty against righty matchup. The 0-1, and that is on the black over the outside edge, 0-2. And now Bigham and Jamestown not happy with the calls at the plate. Pichardo on the season pitching to an ERA of exactly 3. 12 innings. He's given up 4 runs, 7 hits, 13 strikeouts, only 3 walks, and he's recorded a save. Only allowed 1 extra base hit in 12 innings. He's appeared in 7 games. So good stuff from Pichardo, and he's 1 strike away from getting out of a massive jam. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Top of the 8th inning, Jamestown Batavia knotted at 1. And they have been since the bottom of the 3rd. Pichardo ready to go. The 0-2 swung on and fouls that hard off the mask, I believe, of Aguila, but he's okay in the count. Gonna hold 0-2. So again, for Pichardo, huge spot to play hero in this game. He's got the hitter where he wants him, down in a quick 0-2 hole. And if Bigham should get on base, Cody Bay, the cleanup hitter, he's on deck. You wouldn't want that scenario with runners on for Batavia. It'll be an 0-2 from Julian. Swung on, hit right to the second baseman, Fry. He's there, and that's it. So once again, Jamestown denied in the top of the 8th thanks to Pichardo. No runs, no hits, 2 walks. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th. Tied at 1, Jamestown and Batavia on the home of your first place. Batavia Muckdogs Baseball, the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
This is your place. For more than 25 years, Alex's Place has been serving up sizzling steaks, succulent seafood, charcoal grilled chicken and chops, and of course, our famous barbecue baby back ribs. We're known for hearty portions, a homey atmosphere, and heartfelt hospitality. So bring your appetite and a few friends. We can't wait to see you here. When you work with a community bank like Tompkins, we don't expect your financial picture to fit neatly into a box. We take a close look at your situation and propose solutions that make sense for your financial journey. Our community banking model ensures that all credit decisions are made locally, wherever you call home. We have a local leadership teams, community banking boards, and bright and happy team members living right alongside you. We're not just your bank. We're your friends and neighbors too.
Here at Dwyer Stadium, home half of the 8th inning. And oh boy, folks, do we got a barn burner here at Dwyer, tied at 1 in the bottom of the 8th. Kenny Dotson Jr., the 10 hitter and the shortstop leading off, 10-1-2 in the Muck Dog order. First pitch, off the plate, down and in, 1-0 the count. So it'll be Dodson followed by Leadham and Fry. So bottom to top third of the Batavia lineup. It'll be a 1-0 on its way from Rafalski. And that is off the plate, down and away, and they count 2-0. On the scoreboard, 1-4-3 for the Tarp Skunks, 1-4-2 for your first place Muckdogs. As it'll be a 2-0. And that is off the plate, down and away, 3-0. And boy, we saw that Dodson has speed to burn. He helped generate the rally in the bottom of the third that tied the score. So if you put him on again, there's definitely a lot of danger there. Up and he gets on for the Muckdogs. And that pitch is across the inside corner near the letters. Strike one called. Meanwhile, Leadham on deck. Righty on righty matchup. The 3-1 delivery. And that is across the inside corner at the knees. Late strike two call. But the count runs full, 3-2. Again, Dodson standing in. It'll be a payoff pitch. Swung on, whacked up the middle, into center field for a leadoff single for Dodson. And once again, let's see if that gets things going and ratchet it up for your Muckdogs. Runner on first, nobody out. Leadham standing in from the right side. Third baseman Bay now playing inside the cutout, expecting a bunt. And now he does go, pitch up and in, throw down to second, and the shortstop, Thompson, got over there. If he didn't, that was sailing into center field, and Kenny probably sails on to third. But as it is, he is now the go-ahead run in scoring position on second with nobody out. So a huge opportunity for Leadham, but now we'll really see if he goes with the bunt as they bring both corner infielders in, expecting that. And Leadham does bunt it. It's a good one in front of the mound. Catcher Camps throw to first in time. Good play by Campus, but moving up to third is Kenny Dodson. And once again, Batavia 90 feet away from taking their first lead of the night. So the sacrifice is successful. You score at 2-3 if you're scoring at home, one away. And here is Brian Fry, the lefty, coming to the plate. And then Tyler Canoe follows him. So we are in the heart of the Muckdog lineup. This is exactly where you want to be if you're Batavia, not so much if you're Jamestown. As now they play about halfway at the middle infield, in at the corners, as that pitch waved at and missed high and away on the fastball, 0-1. And the thing about Brian Fry is he's good. He's a very good contact hitter, putting the ball in play. If he could lift one to the outfield, doesn't have to do too much. Just lift it to the outfield, give your team the lead. And Fry chops that back up the middle. Shortstop Thompson fields. Throw it home is in time. So out at the plate is Dodson, and Brian Fry reaches it first, but that is not what you wanted. If you're a Muckdogs fan, that is a disastrous play. But Thompson lost the handle on it. Give him credit, he stuck with it, threw him home for the second out. So a runner on first, two away, and here is Tyler Canoe. But, again, there's still a runner on. You got Canoe at the plate. Fry does have speed. He launches one to the gap. Batavia still could take the lead. Pitch swung on, hit in the air down that right field line. But that'll find the visiting bullpen. 0-1. But for Batavia right now, what stings, you've had two chances with a runner on third and less than 2 outs, and you couldn't bring either one home. So now we're going to have to try and do it the old-fashioned way, score a runner from first. The 0-1 to Canoe, missing up and in tight, and the count is level. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now he stands back in right side. Here comes the 1-1 delivery, and that is off the plate. Low and away in the count, 2-1. Now steps back in from the right side. It'll be a 1-2 count now, the 1-2 pitch. And Canoe, a good job to spoil that one as he fouls it to the screen behind the plate. Count gonna hold, 1-2. And now Canoe stepping right back in. Brian Fry off first. They throw over to second. Fry dives back in. Now stands right back in from the right side. Runner takes his lead off the first base bag. And now they throw over to first again. And they are really keeping an eye on Fry over at first. Might be getting in Rafalski's head a little bit, and that's exactly what you want to have happen because he makes a mistake here. Tyler Canoe, again, has just been great this year at punishing mistakes. It'll be a 1-2. Fry off first. The pitch. And that is off the plate, upstairs and outside. And Henshaw must be sitting on the Batavia dugout thinking, welcome to my world. He didn't get a call on a couple in tight away, and now Rafalski didn't for Jamestown either, as the count now level at 2-2. As time was called. Now Canoe standing back in. 2-2, 2 outs. Fry off first. Canoe at the plate. The 2-2 on the outer third. Strike 3 called, and Canoe is hot. He is ticked off, and now he'll head back to the dugout, but you can see he doesn't agree. And quite frankly, both teams have had some gripes at the home plate umpire tonight. But for Batavia, they come up empty. So no runs on a couple hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on. Let's go to the 9th, tied at 1 on the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
United Memorial is a community hospital located in the heart of Genesee County and an affiliate of the Rochester Regional Health System. Rochester Regional's United Memorial serves residents of Genesee County and surrounding rural communities. The 131-bed hospital in Batavia features a new state-of-the-art surgical department, a wound care center, a telemedicine program for intensive care, a joint replacement center of excellence, 2 urgent care centers, and a number of primary and specialty physician offices. United Memorial is a niche hospital and a New York State designated stroke center. Fans, are you looking for great candies and chocolates? Visit Oliver's Candies located in Batavia, New York, or on the web at www.oliverscandies.com. When you purchase a box of Oliver's chocolates, you will always get the best tasting, most mouth-watering chocolate you have ever eaten. Visit Oliver's Candies.
back here at Dwyer Stadium. We go to the top of the ninth, all tied at 1 between Jamestown and your first place division-leading Muckdogs. Pichardo on the mound. First pitch home to Cody Bay. Swung on, slammed in the air to left center. Going back, still going back, and running it down is Daniel Burroway. Great catch over the shoulder to rob Cody Bay of extra bases. 1 down. If Batavia can walk it off and win this game, that has to be bookmarked as just an enormous play by Burroway in left center. He had to go a long way, covered a ton of real estate. 1 down. So Cody Bay is out, and Will Durrell, the extra hitter, coming up. As it's 4, 5, and 6 in the Jamestown lineup, so Bay is out, Durrell, and then Brandon Lane, the DH, on deck. Pichardo from the right. Lefty Durrell stands in, waved at and missed a weak hack. Foul tip there. Pitch down and away, 0-1. One, 4, and 3 for Jamestown. 1, 5, and 2 Batavia. The next pitch swung on, and he is going to rip that down the left field line, but that'll find the seats out of play. And the count now 0-2. Now steps back in from the left side. Pichardo from the first base side of the rubber. And the 0-2. Swung on and missed on a fastball up and away. He is gone. 2 out. And that is how you come in and slam the door shut. And that's what Pichardo has done in the top of the 9th inning. 2 up, 2 down. Two down, nobody on. Here is Brandon Lane. Pichardo ready to go from the first base side of the mound. And that pitch is off the plate, upstairs inside, and the count 1-0. Now steps back in from the right side. Pichardo, first base side of the rubber. It'll be a 1-0. On the outside corner over the black, and the count is even, 1-1. As Durrell stands back in right side. Top of the 9th inning. Huge inning here. Tied at 1. Jamestown and Batavia. That pitch is swung on, fouled back, and the count 1-2. And Pichardo 1 strike away, sending it to the bottom of the 9th, giving your Batavia Muckdogs a chance to walk it off with the win. But he's got to get through one more hitter, get one more strike, as Durrell is at the plate. Or check that Brandon Lane is at the plate, and Julian Thompson on deck. The 1-2 is chopped, foul off first base. Count gonna hold, 1-2. Now stands back in from the right side. Now Pichardo ready to go. It'll be a 1-2. Swung on, chopped on the ground to short. Fields it clean. Throw to first in time. And that is what you call a shutdown inning. 1, 2, 3. Now the question is, does Batavia have a rally in their bones to walk it off? We'll find out next. Get your popcorn, folks. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Tied at 1 on your home for Batavia Muckdogs baseball, the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network.
We'd like to thank Alex's Places, Allegheny Farm Services, Ankle and Foot Center of Western New York, Arc of Genesee, Orleans, New York, Attica's 70th Hole, Auto Wash Car Wash, Batavian, Batavia Daily News, Batavia Downs, Hotel at Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care, Batavia's Original, Bourbon and Burger, Bully Hill Vineyards, Casella White, Chapin International, Easttown Beverage, E-Collab, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Feral Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Geico, Genesee Community College, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee County Parks and Recreation, Genesee Valley Penny Saver, Glow With Your Hands, Graham Corporation, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet Cadillac, LE3 Inc., Lebu Salon, Legacy on Main, Major Stash Cigar, Marchese Computers, Marco Clay Products, Massive Testing, Max Pies Furniture, Oakwood Hills, Pellegrino Auto Sales, Premier Genesee Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation, ProClean Inc., Romans, Skyworks, Stan Harley Davidson, Stop DWI Genesee County, Suburban Propane, The Coffee Press, Tompkins Bake, Toshiba Business, Tully's, Turnbull Heating and Air Conditioning, T.F. Brown's, The Wine Goddess Shop, United Memorial Medical Center, Valet Jewelers, Versascape, Vivify Hydration, Whole Life Fitness, and Right Beverage.
Back here at Dwyer Stadium, and we are tied at 1, and your Muck Dogs with a chance to walk it off here. 1-5-2 for your Muck Dogs, 1-4-3 Jamestown. Daniel Burroway leads it off, and he swings, rips it into left field for a leadoff single, and the winning run on base. So Daniel Burroway, he led it off with the single. Now it's going to be Corso, followed by Levi Aguila, 4, 5, and 6 in the Batavia lineup. So runner on first, nobody out. Here is Corso. First pitch off the plate downstairs inside at the shoelaces, and the count 1-0. So 1-6-2 for Batavia, 1-4-3 for Jamestown. Corso standing in from the right side. Burroway takes his lead off first. The 1-0 to Corso is up and in tight, and you wonder with how hard Burroway whacked that single, did it maybe scare Rafalski off the plate? Or Eddie Galatis, check that. Eddie Galatis taking over on the mound for Jamestown. And that pitch is across the inside corner at the letters, much to the chagrin of the crowd here at Dwyer, and I believe Corso himself, but the count 2-1. As Galatis toes the rubber from the first base side. He pitched here in the 4-0 Batavia win a couple of weeks ago, and that pitch misses up and in, and the count 3-1. So Corso standing in right side. Levi Aguila, the sixth hitter on deck. Burroway takes his lead off first. The 3-1, and Corso swings at a pitch inside, but he fouls it back. Count fall. He's pretty fortunate, though. He got enough on it to get it out of play. I think he helped Galatis and did him a favor there by chasing a pitch slightly inside. And the count now 3 balls, 2 strikes. So it's now 1-6-2 on the scoreboard for Batavia, 1-4-3 for the Tarp Skunks. Now going to dig back in from the right side. Here comes the payoff pitch from Galatis. Upstairs and inside. Ball for the Corso. And your Muck Dogs winning run on second base. Corso on first. Burroway on second. And nobody out. So Galatis really backing himself into a corner now as his catcher Camp is going to go out and have a word with him. And now this is where the strategy comes in. You've got Corso on first, Burroway on second, Aguila coming to the plate. I would imagine, with the way Skip Martinez had a word with them, I got to imagine they're going to go with the bunt here. First and second, nobody out. All you need is one run to win the game. But we'll see. Aguila has pop, and he has hit some big RBI doubles in the past and RBI singles. But again, if he finds a way to get those runners second and third, then Jerry Reinhardt has a chance to play hero tonight for the Muckdogs. And at the same time, though, if he gets the bunt down, moves the two runners up, you almost wonder then, would that take the bat out of Reinhardt's hands so that they walk to have the bases loaded and the force at any base? And that'd be Alex Torres up. Decisions. But that's what happens when you're in a dogfight, no pun intended, in the bottom of the ninth inning, tied at 1, trying to scrap out a win. No decision easy, and everything's a risk right now, especially for Jamestown. John Karuba bringing you every minute of it tonight, and it has been a barn burner, a great one between Jamestown and Batavia. Muckdogs a chance to win it. Runners on first and second, nobody out, and here is Aguila. Gladys ready to go. And he almost went into his motion, stopped, turned around. Didn't go far enough for a block, though. So again, Burroway the winning run on second, Corso off first. And he does square the bunt. And did he get it down? Yes, he got it down, but it went foul. Outside the third base line to the left of the batter's box, 0-1. Jerry Reinhardt, third baseman from Batavia, on deck. They have the first baseman playing way in. That's Bigham. And Bay playing somewhat in over at third. Aguila pitch upstairs and inside. And that time, it's just a ball, and the count is level, 1-1. So Batavia, if they could find a way to pull this one out, all it's going to do is continue to put them in good position to win their division. They are in first, so one of only 2 teams in the league that can say that, as it'll be a 1-1. Drops it in there across the outside corner, backdoored him. He offered at it, but then pulled away, and now the count 1-2. And now let's see what Aguila does here. Runners again take their leads off first and second. 1-2 is upstairs and inside, and the count now even, 2-2. So far, Gladys has not shown the ability to finish batters off. Let's see if they just decide to take the bunt sign off, and I believe that's what they will do. As the count 2-2, first and second, nobody out. Here comes the set and the pitch. Upstairs and inside, and the count now full. This could very well be the biggest pitch of the ball game, or at least one of them, because he's one ball away from loading the bases with nobody out. The 3-2 delivery, upstairs and inside. So Aguila finds a way to battle and get the job done anyway. So he heads down to first, and it's bases juiced with Muckdogs and nobody out. Muckdog fans, you can just taste the win now. You're just 90 feet away, and look, if you were scripting this for Hollywood, you could not set it up any better. Batavia native Jerry Reinhardt, a chance to be the hero, bases loaded, and no one out. And remember, Batavia's magic number to clinch a playoff berth is just 5. They can knock it down to 4 if Reinhardt comes through here. So Corso off second, Aguila off first, Burroway the winning run on third. First pitch, drops it in there across the outside third, and the count 0-1. Alex Torres, the extra hitter on deck. getting ready to go the 0-1. And that misses high and outside from Gladys, and the count now even, 1-1. Now Gladys coming set. It'll be a 1-1, and that is upstairs and inside. And now it's 2 balls away from walking in the game-winning run. Now coming set. Here comes the 2-1. And that is up and in to Reinhardt. 3-1. Your Muckdogs are on the precipice of victory. 3-1 the count. Bases loaded, nobody out, and no place to put Reinhardt. Gladys really in trouble. The 3-1, upstairs and inside, and it's a walk-off win for your Batavia Muckdogs, who are in first place and now have won 8 in a row. In the bottom of the 9th, Burroway scores. Reinhardt with the game-winning, bases loaded, RBI walk. And your first place West Division leading Muckdogs do it again by your final score of Batavia 2, Jamestown 1. What a game, folks. What a game. And again, you got to give a lot of credit to this Muckdog team. It would be so easy for them with the chances they missed to get frustrated, to give up, to just throw their bats, and yet they didn't do any of that. They continued to fight all the way, and they had good, smart, disciplined at-bats, and they come away with a 2-1 win as a result. But really, the story of this game for both sides, pitching, and more pitching, and that is what we saw tonight. And then, in addition, Jamestown, they're going to be kicking themselves. In the top of the 5th inning, they had first and third, nobody out, and they just made a bizarre base running mistake, and they were not able to push across another run after that, and that is the difference in the game. So Batavia gets it done tonight, 2-1. They improved to 25-10. So we're going to wrap it up now. But again, was this not a great ball game? Folks, if you enjoyed watching this on the stream, imagine how you'd feel watching it live. Well, you can do that by visiting the box office or skip the line and call 585-524-2260, 585-524-2260. So, on Batavia Downs night, your Muckdogs, again, finishing first as they have been really for a better part of this last month. And they are now just 4 wins away from a playoff berth. So, for everybody here at Dwyer Stadium, Robbie and Nellie Nichols, Mark and Tabitha Witt, and everyone here at Dwyer Stadium, again, happy birthday to our field crew member, our very own Brandon. Happy birthday. Your Muckdogs win for you, buddy. They win it 2-1 over Jamestown on the Batavia Muckdogs Baseball Network, and we are back tomorrow and then home again on Thursday. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a great night. Your first